Hi everyone, just finished my exam, fun times, doing my medical studies, fun times on the way to becoming the beautiful business in sports and being my qualified exercise physiologist and biomedical science, all the fun times. Diving deeper and deeper and deeper into this journey of discovering the best ways to help you with your health, whether it is weight loss or weight gain. I'm diving into that passionately. It is my passion. Anyway, tips on weight loss in my experience. Okay. Oh yes, I do have weight gain experience. Stress generally helps me to get fat, but it would probably help those who can't put on weight to lose weight. It's fun how our bodies work the opposite way for people. So that is also another thing, discovering how those stress hormones are working for you or against you. So yeah, tips. Let's just give you 5 basic tips because, there's noise and I can't help that and I apologise. Cars banging, whatever it is, birdies going crazy. I will do my best to get through this so that you can hear me. So, tip number 1 for me is your water is so important. And yes, some water is quite disgusting. I will agree with that. The water that comes out of the tap, yuck. It is like drinking pool chlorine. But in saying that, I'm grateful that we live in Australia and we can have fresh water. Some people don't have fresh water. So the key that I've discovered is filtered water is fantastic if you can get yourself a water filter, either to pop on your tap or go to, like, say, Big W, Kmart, one of those places, and get yourself a filter jug, or even a big filter jug on the bench like what we've got, and we change our filters regularly. Makes such a difference. And also getting yourself maybe a water bottle with a filter within it. I actually got myself one of those as well. So when I go out, no matter where I go, I can have filtered water and it won't stop me drinking my water, and I don't have to drink water that tastes like a pool. Other tips are you can put fruit in your water, like beautiful oranges, or, no, I won't recommend banana. It's a joke Spirit's having with me there. Mushiness. But anyway, yeah, cucumber's good, but be near a toilet because cucumber will make you go to the toilet like no tomorrow. It will cleanse the body to the maximum. Same with lemon. Lemon does the same thing too. It is a great activator for the liver and the digestion. So yeah, that's another key if you have any digestion issues, maybe in the morning having some warm water with lemon juice in it. It would activate that digestion in the morning. They also say it could be related to weight loss, which in key is related to the digestion and everything that goes on in there. It assists the digestion and the acids and everything, and I won't get too deep into it. Go do your own research on that. It's just a little tip for the morning. And I put it in before about speeding up your metabolism. Excuse me, sorry. A bit of cinnamon in the water is quite nice as well, because some people just don't like the taste of water. And like I said, if you're drinking it straight from the tap and it tastes like a chlorinated pool, I don't like it like that either. But if it's all the choice that you've got at the time, you can add the lemon, you can add the cucumber, you can add the orange, you can add the cinnamon, and at least it will help you with that flavour. And you can also find your, I think the little antioxidant pods that you can add in your water, and vitamins and things like that, like when you buy your protein water. You can also get protein water at the supermarket, which will help hydrate you in between drinking your normal water. With all the vitamins and minerals, it'll help assist in hydrating you. Because let's face it, we really are just a salty water vessel walking around that needs to be balanced. So yeah, there's the key, number 1 key. Water, 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 water. I know some people don't want to hear that. Like I said, you've got to work out how to get your water flavour better. Key two is looking at all your macronutrients. It's like, that's important, and trying to stay organic as possible, as natural as possible. Less processed food is way better. Like maybe just keep your processed food to a minimum if you can, like for the weekends and things like that. Like anything that comes out of nature, that is the key for you. And like looking at meat, if you're a meat eater, I'm not a huge meat eater. I keep my meat eating to a minimum. I'm pescatarian. At one point I was vegan. And I have to say, keeping it closer to nature and keeping it closer to plants for me works better. May not work for everybody. And if you are a massive meat eater, looking at the meat that you're buying, is it hormone free? Because there are a lot of things in the food industry where they are just absolutely shoving hormones into everything left, right and centre, and you're eating them and you're wondering why you're having all these problems with digestion, and then you're also growing out here and growing out there. Just look into when you're buying your meat that how it's processed. Like maybe trying to look for an organic farmer is hopefully the best process that you can look into it. I think I learnt a lot when I did chefing as well, and seeing the process of meat and things like that, and then actually helping my dad and my ex-partner at the time actually do the killing of the meat, which was very eye-opening for me and tough as well. I don't do well with that process, but it shows that I am not ignorant to how my food is coming about. Understand how your food is coming about. Don't just put it in your mouth without understanding the process, because you're needing to understand what you're putting in your body. It's very important. That is an important key to you regaining your health and your well-being. So, yes, without me going on that tangent too much, as I could, yes, I was not an angry vegan, I will say that. I was quite a calm lady, but I was not ignorant to the process of things. That's what I'll say. Please don't come at me with hate mail. Just go and do your research. Okay. Woo. After that, the next part of the process is I do intermittent fasting. That works for me too, because I've had a lot of digestion issues, which, yes, does help the process of the body having a bit of a digestion break. So intermediate fasting helps. So look up intermediate fasting, do your research. There's experts out there. I ain't the expert, baby. I've just been doing it the way that I've read the experts do it. And also when you're trying to lose weight, a calorie deficit does work at first. But once you've built that muscle and you're going to the gym and you're exercising, you need to work out what energy you're using. Because if you're constantly burning energy and you're in a deficit all the time, your body is just going to crash beyond measure. I just got to be honest with you, because it did happen to me. I was like, deficit. And then I was like, crash, crap, gone, exhausted. Body was like, oh God, this is not good. So yeah, they might say calorie deficit, but honestly, look deeper. Listen to yourself, like have days where you are in a deficit, but then go into a surplus. Because if you don't calorie cycle, I'm telling you now, your body just goes, holy friggin' crap, I am going to crash beyond measure, and you are just going to have to lay down. And I am not kidding. You will lay down. And it will take you some time to get that energy back. So I have found the best process when you're intermediate fasting is have a high calorie day, have a medium calorie day, and then have a really low day. Your high calorie day, in my opinion, would be your training day, because you need that energy to train. Like you're fasting in the morning, that's fine, but then you're eating at lunch, so load your body properly, because you want it to build muscle, you don't want it to eat muscle. So the next key is protein. I cannot say it enough. That is like one of the major things that I have found when I'm getting well, is protein is your best friend for fat loss. And also Cardio is good, but it's not like a major thing in weight loss for me. Might be for you. Go for your cardio burn if you want to. From what I experienced when I was getting ready for my comp, is I think I've told you before, I did sprints to think I could get the extra kilos off. It actually sent my body into a stress factor, and I put on a kilo, and my trainer had a kitten. So yes, being crazy with cardio is not always the best measure. HIIT is really great if that's your jam. It tends to do a quick burst, and it activates so many things in your system that work well, in my experience. And if you're going to go for the weight bearing exercises, like weightlifting is your best friend in the world. More muscle, better metabolism. That's all I can say. Beg my pardon, excuse me. So find a trainer who can give you a great workout of weights, who knows what they're doing. Because if you're not doing the proper technique, just remember my biomechanics tutor and I having a bit of a giggle about technique. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's like if you're not doing the correct technique, the only thing you're building is your ego. And I'll just say another thing. You know, going straight to heavy weights is not always the best measure. You need to do a building process, and that's why you have a professional to guide you in this building process. It's to me it's a bit hilarious, but it's not hilarious when you watch these people that don't know what they're doing overlifting and then wondering why they're in hospital, because it's called a building process. It's not called dummy, pick up the weight that's extra heavy for you if you don't know what you're doing. So please go get a trainer to guide you through your exercises so that you can build to that heavier weight that will become beneficial to you in your weight loss. Don't just go, Bobo on YouTube did it and lifted it, I'll go do it. Because you don't know if Bobo ended up in the emergency room, and you do not want to follow Bobo. And that's all that I'll say. Okay. So yes, there's the tips that I have. And yeah, sorry, I went off on a tangent as I do. But hopefully these things help you. And in the end, you know what's best for you. With all the guidance out there, take what you want, leave what you don't. And best of luck to you. Much love and light, and good luck on the journey. Mwah. Bye.